Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you both. You can put your hands down. Okay, Miss Phillip, where are we on this one?
Your Honor, before we begin, I just wanted to ask if the court is comfortable with going ahead and proceeding today, even though we didn't send you the final divorce decree as an exhibit 24 hours in advance, or if you're okay with just reviewing the court file to review the divorce decree.
I have found it. Sometimes I have trouble, but this is not that old. So I have found the divorce decree in the court file. So we're good to go.
Okay, then we have a partial agreement on this case. It is a non-agreed child support review order. I can announce the agreed portions and then we'll need a contested hearing on the child support provision.
Okay.
Okay, so the parties agree that child support judgment will be $0.74 as of March 31st, 2025, payable at $0.74 beginning May 1st, 2025, a medical support judgment of $1,300.34 as of March 31st, 2025, payable at $57 a month beginning May 1st, 2025, a dental support judgment of $0 as of March 31st, 2025. We're modifying the divorce decree from 2021. Medical will be covered for health insurance through the mother, Terry Prine. It cost her $324.
Hold on just a second.
Oh, yes.
So let me just be clear. There was no medical support judgment in the prior order, correct? I mean, I'm sorry, dental support.
No, it was $0. Yeah.
But it wasn't even listed, was it?
It was listed in the non-agreed, the petition for confirmation of non-agreed child support review order, if that's what you mean, Judge, or
No, the divorce.
Oh, yes, it wasn't mentioned.
So I don't want a judgment if there was nothing even ordered in the.
Okay, I'll take it out.
Okay. And so are you modifying how the health insurance is covered or no?
We are partially because I believe the mother carried health insurance previously, but it cost her a different amount, a higher amount.
Okay.
And then the father is going to carry dental through another source.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So the parties agree to amend the child support review order to set medical support at $243 a month beginning May 1st, 2025. And then there will be a step down of $121 a month.
For the health insurance?
For the cash medical support.
Okay.
And then father will carry the dental through another source. Additional healthcare expenses will be split 50-50. And then the only other issue is the child support, which is contested. The father will pay the court costs as billed from Collin County. And there's no non-disclosure requested. So we're ready to proceed with the hearing, Judge.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I call the mother Terry Prine. Miss Prine, could you state your full name?
Terry Elaine Prine.
Okay. And Miss Prine, what are the names of the 2 children that you have with Nathan Prine that are currently under the age of 18?
Madix Lee Prine, Harper Grace Prine.
And how old are they?
11 and 7.
Okay. And ma'am, did you hear the announcement that was made by the state referring to agreed portions of this order?
Yes.
And are you in agreement to those terms of the order?
I am, but the 334 is the portion of the children per month. That's the 75% that would be due by him. So it shouldn't be reduced another 25%. The 334 is the amount that it's a little bit less than what I pay, but the 334 is the number for his 75%.
Okay, ma'am. So you're saying you don't agree to the 243?
The 334 was the right amount for his 75%. And
So, ma'am, the amount that we listed in the child support review order is 324.
or
Is
yeah,
that what you're referring to?
yes, that is the amount of the cost of the children, uh, reducing it 25% because he covers 75% of it.
Okay, so how much was it total before any reduction?
So the child portion of the insurance is $142 per week. $142.81.
So it's 615 per month?
Yeah, 618, it's 618.84 per month.
Okay, so that comes out to $461, ma'am.
Yeah, I was using last year's numbers. Whenever I did this, I had the booklet.
Stop. Okay, so so I just need you to answer her question. So it's 618 a month. Okay. So Miss Phillips, what's the state seeking here?
Judge, I don't know why there's a discrepancy between what was in the child support review order and why there's currently a higher number being stated, because this was held in April, so it should be the same amount, but if the mother is stating that it cost her $618 a month, and we can only ask for 75% of that, based on the divorce decree that the parties had previously, it would be 461.
So the 243 you just proved up.
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay.
My impression was that we needed to reduce the 324 to 75%.
But now your 641 is 75%.
The 618, yeah, 461, yeah, is the 75%.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll go ahead and move on, ma'am. Is it correct that you're asking for the $461 a month?
That would be the correct amount.
Okay.
Yes.
And ma'am, I'm gonna recalculate child support based on how much the health insurance would cost. Do you know where the father works?
Joe Hudson is,
Okay. And do you know what he does there?
I don't know his title. I think he's an area manager.
Okay. And do you know anything about how much he makes?
I don't know. I saw on the paperwork, it looks like he makes $150,000 a year.
Okay. And ma'am, the state calculated his gross monthly income at $11,833.33 a month. Is that correct?
Yes.
And he has no other children?
No.
Okay. So ma'am, the state has calculated child support at $2,122. Are you in agreement to that amount?
Yes.
Okay, and that would be the guideline amount for child support. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and then if you go back to your divorce decree from 2021, is it correct that there was a deviation from the guideline amount for child support in your divorce decree?
I don't believe that there was a deviation in the calculation. There was an offset.
Okay, so just reading from the language in the divorce decree, it says child support after taking into consideration the division of the estate and the funds received by Terry Elaine Prine for the Jacob Grauler and Jordan Grauler in the form of Social Security disability insurance, Note, the Social Security disability payments received by Terry Elaine Prine for Jacob Grauler and Jordan Grauler are calculated and considered as an offset to a full calculation of child support per the agreement of the parties. So as far as Jacob and Jordan, are they two children that you adopted with Mr. Prine?
Yes.
Okay, and they've since aged out.
Yes.
Okay, so they're both above 18?
Yes.
Okay, and you no longer receive any Social Security disability for them, is that correct?
They receive Social Security benefits. I'm their representative payee.
Okay, and then for your younger children, the Madix and Harper, do you receive any Social Security disability?
No, I do not.
Okay, so ma'am, when it states that at the beginning that there was the division of the estate and funds received, well, and taking into consideration the division of the estate, was there a disproportionate share of the estate that you received during the divorce?
I don't believe so.
Okay. And do you know why the court included that language as far as your lawyers?
I'm not for sure. I was in my in what I believed what it was is that
Counsel, stop, Mom. Counsel, we can't go back.
Okay.
The order is the order. We can't go back.
Yes. Okay. Um, Pass the witness.
Okay, go ahead.
I called the father, Nathan Ray Prine. Mr. Prine, could you state your full name?
Nathan Ray Prine.
Okay. And sir, did you hear the announcement that was made regarding agreed portions of this order, except that the medical support is no longer agreed to?
Yes.
Okay. And sir, were you in agreement to the judgment and payouts on the arrears?
Yes.
Okay. And sir, are you in agreement for the mother to carry health insurance through her employer and for you to carry dental through another source?
Yes.
Okay. And sir, you heard a little bit about the health insurance costs and that it is somewhere around $615 to $618 a month. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So sir, based on 75% of that cost, would you be in agreement to medical support of $461 a month?
Yes, I would.
Okay. And sir, regarding the divorce decree, was there a disproportionate share of the estate that the mother received?
Yes. So she received the house fully furnished. And I pretty much just walked away with the items I carried out of the house.
Okay. And so do you believe there was a deviation based on the estate of the division of the estate to
Yes, ma'am.
child support?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then there was also the deviation based on the Social Security disability. Is that correct?
It was deviated for both purposes.
Okay. And sir, the state has calculated guideline child support at $2,122 a month. Are you in agreement to that amount?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And sir, so you're asking that the child support remain $524 a month?
Either 524 or we recalculate it because the 524 was off of 4 children reduced. And I do understand I make more money than I did 4 years ago. So I'm not saying it has to stay at the 524, but I do feel like it should be reduced somewhere along the same guidelines as was originally agreed upon.
And sir, the issue that I have is that it doesn't say how much the Social Security disability payments were, and it doesn't say how much you reduce the child support amount based on
Correct.
the division of estate.
Correct.
So how much are you willing to do for child support?
I personally am okay with leaving it alone. That's what I was trying to have a conversation with the mother previously to this hearing and just agree to that, you know, together. But I mean, I'm fine with that, with it staying at 524. Because I mean, like I said, it was 4 children. I do make more money. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Let her ask you another question.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Phillip, anything further?
Okay, so sir, you do not have an amount that you would like to agree to other than the 524.
No, ma'am, I don't have an amount in my head.
Okay, pass the witness.
Okay, Mom, Dad, this is what I want to do. I'm going to accept and approve the portions of the agreement that you guys agree to. That'll be the judgment and the payout amounts, the modification of the health insurance. Mom's going to cover the health insurance. Dad's now going to reimburse $461 a month. Dad is to cover the dental insurance through another source. There'll be no non-disclosure. Dad to pay court costs within 1 year if billed by Collin County. And I'm going to deny the modification of child support. Mom, Dad, I'll ask Ms. Phillip to draft up an amended order and send that to me. Once I sign off on it, the Attorney General's office will send you both a copy. Thank you both. You're free to go. Just hit that button that says leave or leave meeting. Thank you.